what you're not doing during that time frame while you're trying a case, people don't realize this, is I'm not taking calls from potential clients. I'm not signing up new clients. So it's interesting that during that time frame where we were in trial for 3 weeks, I had about 45, give or take one or two, potential clients call in or email us or send an inquiry they wanted a consultation. And so there's 45 different clients I did not get back to. Either I referred out to someone else or wasn't able to take their case, because people have to understand that when you're in trial, it's like a surgeon being in surgery or a pilot landing a plane or whatever analogy you want to use, where you have to focus everything you have on that case. I can't be walking out on the recesses and doing consultation calls for someone that wants to retain me. And so it's so much focus on that. And so that 3 weeks was really trying, and I was wiped. By the end of that 3 weeks, I did the trial before, flew out there, 3 weeks of trial. I was mentally just wiped. So I needed a couple of days of recovery. So did the entire trial team. So we had about 4 or 5 down days afterwards, and then it's back on a flight. And so you're back on a flight and heading out again. So you don't have a lot of time to kind of mentally recover, but you have to have mental stamina. You have to have physical stamina, and you have to really want to do this, because there's this misconception out there from a lot of civilian attorneys say, oh, awesome, there's a case in Okinawa. I'll take a case in Okinawa. I'll bring my family out there. It'll be a cool mini vacation. People think that, but the reality is, if your lawyer's mindset is he's going to go take his family and do a mini vacation at the Hilton in Okinawa when you're doing your case, you're going to prison. I mean, and you're going to prison very, very quickly. And you, again, when I talk about taking cases overseas, you have to have an attorney who knows what the hell they're doing and has done cases overseas. Because if they haven't done 20, 30, 40 cases overseas and know how to do that, you're really rolling a big set of dice here, because you may find a newer civilian counsel or a civilian counsel who doesn't like taking cases out there, who says, oh, awesome, it's going to be cool. I'll take my family, they'll hang out on the beach, and I'll try a case. And when you get that, you're basically funding someone's vacation, which is a real problem. After Okinawa, we were going to do another trial in Okinawa, but we ran out of time. That case got continued. It actually got pushed out to Hawaii for some other reasons. So I'll be traveling out to Hawaii in about 6 weeks to do that trial again. Not to do that trial again, but to do that trial for the first time. It was supposed to go in Okinawa. It just didn't happen. And then I found myself having to get from Okinawa to London. And if you look at a globe and you look at where Okinawa is and where London is, it's like polar opposites. I mean, they're on the opposite side of the earth. And I got it that they're both in the northern hemisphere, and it's, you're not changing hemispheres. But we had to travel from Okinawa all the way over to London. So we flew Okinawa to Tokyo, Tokyo to Bangkok. We stayed in Bangkok for a couple of days. I have some really good friends out there. My wife's from there. So we took about 4 days and just unwound, had a great time down in Bangkok visiting some friends of ours and just getting a little R&R in, so to speak, and just kind of mentally recovering. From there, it's a 14-hour flight to London from Bangkok. Then once you land in London, it's another 2-hour taxi up to the base, and it's game on, right? And so you can't bitch about, oh, the time zone difference, oh, I'm tired, the flight is exhausting. It doesn't matter, because once you land, you have to perform. So as soon as we landed in the UK, we met up with our trial team. We were blessed. We had another phenomenal military defense counsel that we were working with. Our digital forensic examiner came in, and it was just game on again. I mean, so we were working these crazy 15, 16-hour days prepping for trial. We did the case, finished that case up, and then finished that up, and then back on a plane and back to Tampa. So that entire evolution is basically one time around the globe, 7 weeks, 3 different trials. It was supposed to be 4 different trials. And now I'm back in Tampa at the office here, just trying to get reset and kind of catching up on everything. And it's fun. It's a hell of a good time to be able to travel around the world. And it's the greatest job on earth. Maybe if you're flying F-35s, it might be a better job, or if you're driving race cars. But in this profession, it's one of the best jobs on earth. But it's very trying. It's taxing, and you have to have everything in place to be able to do a trip like that. If you have to have an awesome spouse. You have to have a good support system back home. You have to have good support staff. And again, you have to have that kind of physical and mental stamina and know-how to be able to literally travel around the world, try cases, and not just try them, but try them and win them. If you're under investigation under the UCMJ, stop talking to all of your friends about it and start talking to a lawyer about it. You can call me at 813-669-3500 or look us up at BileckiLawGroup.com.